Welcome to the City Current Show, powered by Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services.
This show focuses on sharing good news and powering the good in our community. Now here's your host, City Current CEO, Jeremy Park.
Welcome to the City Current Show, powered by Higginbotham. I'm your host, Jeremy Park. We're always honored to bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making a difference and powering the good. And that's why we're so excited to have with us Caroline Davis, founder of an array of charm camps for youth development, fondly known as AAOC. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you, Jeremy. And thank you so much for inviting me to your show so that I could tell Nashville who we are. So we are AAOC. We started 20 years ago teaching children etiquette. And so when I say etiquette, it comes in all forms. COVID etiquette, first impressions, public speaking, telephone, bathroom. It all encompasses what make you into a good human being and a decent human being. I've always heard that manners go a very, very long way. And so what I like to teach my children, and it's very important to me, one of the most important parts of etiquette to me is first impressions. I think it's just so important that when you get up in the morning and you go outside and you meet people, you need to be prepared. And so by being prepared, just make sure that you're presentable. And so things like that is what we teach our children. We teach them how to just carry on day to day, being respectful, always using your manners. Believe it or not, manners are just so very important. And I appreciate you all reaching out to us because what we do is very important. It's long time. It's needed. And just partnering with you all, partnering with Delta Dental, which is how I actually met with you all. And it was a Delta Dental where they were giving out the shoes. And my kids are still talking about the shoes, by the way. This is our second year partnering with you guys. And so it's just been great. But also, too, not only do AAOC provide the etiquette quality, we have also many partners who partner with us to make sure that we bring these kids, up to par. And so when I say we partner with Metro Schools, the police department, the fire department, Etsy program, who talks about, and this erases stigma about mental health. So when I say we bring it all, gardening, music, community service, all of these things is what make our children good people, just knowing to remember to give back. And so that is what I so appreciate about you all bringing me here, is so that I could tell Nashville, who we are, what we do. And we would love to partner with more people that's here in Nashville. You can always reach out to us. It's AAOC Counts. That's us. Once you hit that button, you will be directed to us and you will see who we are and what we do, what we bring to the community. And so I just thank you. I thank you. I thank the Titans. I thank the Predators. We've partnered with them as well. And so we want to continue these long lasting partnerships because it's all about the children that we serve.
Well, let's go ahead and dive into the children. And so talk about the ages, talk about the numbers. Go ahead and let's start unpacking all of the good you do. So talk about the youth.
Okay, the youth. Well, we serve boys and girls age 4 to 15 years old. And we have 16 and 17-year-olds that we invite in the summer to work. So we get like a work experience with them. And so it teaches them how to go out, find jobs, learn how to submit resumes, all of these good things. That's the age of the children that we serve, 4 to 15. And so they're a handful. And all of these children are from surrounding Nashville areas. We're located in North Nashville. And so we partner with many schools in North Nashville. So a lot of our children, that is where they come. They come from such schools as Hull Jackson, Jones Padale, Head Middle. These are some of the schools that we service. So I gave you a few elementaries and I gave you middle school. Um, I'm so excited, Jeremy, to just be talking about, what we do. Like I said, we've been around for 20 years. I'm very, very proud of many of the campers that we have pretty much so raised. I have some children that have been with me since they were 4 years old. And a lot of times they do not leave until they age out, meaning they go to high school. We mainly serve elementary and middle school. Some high schoolers, but like I said, they work for us in a job capacity.
Give us an idea when you talk about what summer looks like and then after school programs, like walk us through kind of what a typical day looks like between summer and then obviously during the school year.
Okay, so summer is an 8-week program and we teach 8 weeks of etiquette. We have over 20 partners that come in throughout the summer. We take the children on field trips. This summer, we took them to Holiday World. We took them to the Muhammad Ali Center in Louisville, Kentucky. It's about exposure. The African American Music Museum is a wonderful little small music museum that's right on Jefferson Street. And so summertime, again, they get etiquette, but they also have great guest speakers. And we also do field trips. So we have a fun summer. Aftercare, it's more calm. We calm down. And so we kind of focus on tutoring, homework help. It's nothing like when you get home from work and the child's homework is already done. So when they come to our program, we have tutors. We have the math and English tutors. And then we do homework. Our staff help the children with their homework. And so when the parent gets off, they come pick their children up. They're good. We also do yoga in the afternoons, martial arts, music. And so these are all of the things that kids like to do. So at the same time that you're doing a lot of academic work, you're also having time to do some physical activity.
Talk about the transformation that you have a chance to see, because just like you alluded to, in many cases, they're coming in, at 4 and you're literally like paving the way and transforming their life all the way through until high school and then even beyond, because you still maintain those relationships. And I know you have a number of students who've gone on and have launched businesses and are coming back, and whether it's catering or ice cream or different things, they're still obviously a part of the family. So talk about the transformation you have a chance to see take place with the children.
So let me say, we just had our 20th annual recital. And so we invited a lot of past campers to come back. And it just, I'm getting chills just talking about it, because it's the most wonderful, wonderful thing to look at someone you saw 4 years old and you see them, they're an adult. And it's like, okay, so I did something right. But so we service in the summer about 90 to 100 kids. In the aftercare program, we service about 70 to 75. A lot of the children that have come back to us this past year, old campers, shall I say, or past campers, they are everything from school teachers, business owners, professional people, professional athletes. And they all come back and they all call and they say thank you. Some of the testimonies that we get, and it's so heartwarming when someone reach out to you and say that if it wasn't for you, I don't know where I would be. And so Mom was getting teary about it, because it was a gentleman we had, and so he suffered from some mental behavior issues, shall I say. And so what we found was music was the key. And so we introduced him to music. And just from that, now he's on his own. He's a professional drummer and he's happy. And so he was able to channel that energy into something positive. And so in our program, it's a small camp, but we're very family oriented. And so that's why it takes the community to come in, to assist, and to just help these kids to grow into who they are. And sometimes it takes programs like ours to help them to grow where they are. Again, It's hundreds of them. There are hundreds of children that AAOC has reached out to over the years and have provided the same services, which is etiquette, meaning you have to be a good person. And again, I've always heard that good manners go a long way. And so with that being said, that is probably the reason why they are in the situations and jobs and businesses and careers that they're in, because they learned firsthand what it's about.
You mentioned the partnership with Delta Dental of Tennessee and so many other organizations and businesses. You talked about obviously the Kids Dental Day and Shoe Distribution being a part of that event. Talk about how businesses and organizations can work with you and support the youth.
So I recently met a doctor, and she's a family medicine doctor. And so I was so proud because she enjoyed coming to talk with the kids and to just let them know from where she started. Sometimes they have to see a person and see how they got started to understand, okay, so maybe this is what I want to do. But a lot of the partners, and I'm so grateful, because when we reach out to them, they're very glad to help. And when I say we have a slew of them, we have Metro Parks, we have the Nashville Library, we have TSU Gardening Club. Believe it or not, the children love to garden. We have a lot of mental health agencies to come, because during COVID, a lot of children suffered from anxiety and depression and not knowing. And so we've had different guests to come in to teach them, to make them aware of what they're feeling. So it just takes a whole lot. Again, MNPS, Cheekwood has been great. The Fort Negley's been great. The African American Museum has been great. Our martial arts has been great. There are just a whole host of partners that help us and keep us going. Metro Parks has been just a wonderful partner. And every summer we partner with them for the past 20 years, providing us with their swimming pool so that the children can swim and learn to swim. So it takes the entire community. So that's why I appreciate you all inviting me to be here, so that more community partners become aware of us. And maybe you all can also join in and assist us. Hands On Nashville has been reaching out to provide tutoring to us this school year. So it takes a village, and that village is Nashville.
Well, and that's where I think too, lead it into volunteerism, the volunteer opportunities, but also too financial contributions to obviously support your efforts. So talk about how individuals can get plugged in and support AAOC as well.
So we have a profile with Giving Matters, and of course it's a local nonprofit agency that assists us, and it's across the state of Tennessee. By all means, please visit our profile at Giving Matters, and if you would like to give, it would be great, because a lot of the children, a lot of times they cannot afford the tuition, and so maybe you can adopt a child and sponsor their tuition. There are many ways, and I'm grateful for a lot of our grantees, such as Giving Matters. The Community Foundation has been a great. MDHA has always been a great partner, providing scholarships for the children in the summer. And so, by all means, go to the website. It's aaoccamps.org. And again, we have a profile with Giving Matters, and we would appreciate any support, whether it's volunteering your time or just giving a donation. They're always good, because they're always used to better the program, but mainly to assist the children so that they can attend summer camps. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of children at home who can't afford to go to summer camps. And so, that's what we're here for.
Talk about how this work has transformed you personally and your view of the future.
So let me say, I grew up with some older women, and they were very, what I want to say, socialites, They were very, very involved in the community in Jackson, Tennessee. And they introduced me to etiquette. They taught me how to be a young lady. They taught me how to make sure that when I left out of the house every morning that I was dressed and I was prepared for the world. And so with that being said, what that did was that taught me to be who I am today. I went on to go to college. I graduated from Tennessee State University. I've always been a business-minded person, so I started out selling vintage clothes in the 80s, and that was just a wonderful, wonderful fad. And then after that, I got into thinking, what else is it that I can do to give back? And then it dawned on me. I was at home in Jackson one weekend, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start an etiquette camp. And that's exactly what I did. And so in 2004, I started an etiquette camp teaching young ladies how to become grown, responsible, beautiful women. And from there in 2007, I had a lot of parents saying, well, what about the boys? What about the boys? And so that's when we opened up the camp for the boys, and there's men of honor for the boys, and it's an array of charm for the girls. And so 2007, we just pushed it on forward. And so what I've been able to do is just look back and know that what I was given, what I was taught, and I figured it's my job to do the same to the children that's here, that's before me, that's in Nashville. And so that's what I've been doing for 20 years. And so I have reaped my benefits, because every time I see a child that came to AAOC and they are now a professional person, I've done my job. And so I will continue to strive and provide the best that I can to the children that I serve, so that I know that they will grow up to be great people. Because all you have to do is just have one person to let you know that you can do it. And that's to build your character, to build your self-esteem. And when you have that, you can do almost anything that you want to do.
That's exactly right. I love it. We'll wrap up with website, social media. Where do we go to learn more and get involved with AAOC?
So you can go to the website. Again, it's AAOCcamps.org. And then you could go to our profile, which is at the Giving Matters. And you can give us a call anytime, any day at 615-289-2716. And if you want any additional information, by all means, just give me a call. I'm here. I'm in Nashville. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm here to keep teaching etiquette forever.
Well, the website again, AAOCcamps.org is the website. So, Caroline, thank you for all you and your amazing team do to power the good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services is proud to power the City Current Show. We're a people-first company that protects what matters most, the families, businesses, and trailblazers that keep our community going. As one of the nation's top independent insurance firms, Higginbotham is a single-source solution for business insurance, employee benefits, HR services, and personal insurance that's customized for you. We're here to serve you, the people you care about, and your community. Call 866-377-1959 or visit higginbotham.com.